Hello, welcome to Reason Threads. My name's Kate. Hello if you're new here. Welcome back if you're joining us again. Today is the 17th of December and the start of our 5th vlog for Countdown to Christmas, where we are unwrapping the Book Grocers Fantasy Advent box, as well as a chapter a day of my romance Advent book, A Heart for Christmas by Sophie Jomain. It's been a lot of fun so far. We have definitely ended up with some interesting books. So if you haven't seen the first few vlogs, they are linked in a playlist down below. So please go check them out. But I am super excited to see what we're gonna get in these 4 days. So we only have this vlog and then one more to go. We're a week out from Christmas, people. It is insane. I am not prepared at all, but let's get into the vlog. Let's see what books we get over the next 4 days and hopefully a bit more prepared for Christmas. Today is going to be a fairly exciting day for me. I am heading over to book for a trip that I'm planning on taking next year to Spain, Portugal and England. So I'm going to be gone for like 7 to 8 weeks. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait, and we are booking the flights today. So that is going to be lots of fun. A lot of organising as well. But it is my day off today, which is great. I love having a day off. I've got about half an hour this morning until one of my friends, Liz, comes over and we go for our walk. And it is going to be a hot one today. I think it's going to get up to like 33. So the cooler is already on. And it's good that we're getting it out of the way early, because when it gets super hot, you do not want to go outside. The other thing is, as it's my day off, I would love to get some Christmas shopping done today. If I can, we'll see how I go. But definitely need to open this book and read my chapter. So let's do that. This one did get a little damaged in one of my tree collapses. So it has already started opening. I don't know if you can see that. But this is day 17. It's interesting wrapping paper. Like, a lot of the wrapping paper looks more birthday wrapping paper than Christmas wrapping paper, which is a little disappointing. I can see that it's blue. Other than that, I know nothing. Let's have a look. Got it the right way around this time. I think I do that. No, I don't. Just when I thought I knew what they were doing. We got The Prince of Sorrow by Matthew Wojcicka. I'm sorry, I am so butchering that person's surname. I do already own this book. I have a special edition copy of this that I picked up, so I am eager to get to this one. This is a good pick for the Advent box. It is the first in a series again, and is a fairly recent one, which is great. This one says on the back, "Welcome to the Brown Empire, where winged serpents fly through the skies and witches burn blue as they die. Prince Ashoka is considered an outcast for opposing his father, Emperor Adli-Mura's brutal destruction of the Mayakari witches. After the murder of her aunt at the hands of the Emperor, Shakti vows retribution, despite being bound to the Mayakari's fascist code. In her anger, she casts a violent curse, the consequences of which leave both Shakti and Ashoka grappling for power. Do they take it and risk becoming what they most hate, or do they risk losing it as the world around them is destroyed? Fate now rests in the hands of two sworn enemies." It does sound like it's going to be a good read. I do really like this cover, and I have seen another version of it, so a special edition where it was green, which was quite nice as well. But yeah, I am intrigued to get to this one. I probably won't end up keeping this copy because, like I said, I do have my special edition version, but I do think that that one is a good addition to the fantasy box. So we'll pop that down under pudding, and let's have a look at my chapter 17. For those who don't know, this is my wombat reindeer pudding. I got him a few years ago. I do quite like wombats. They are my favourite Australian animal. And I do have a fair few wombat soft toys. Ooh, I'm ripping it badly again. or it's ripping badly. Ugh, I ripped it again. Oh, did I get in the middle? Nowhere near. And that might be my problem. I think also it's getting a little bit harder the closer to the end we get. I don't know why. Okay, so we will start today on page 261 and we are going to end on 273. So things definitely kicked off in the last chapter. It will be interesting to see what's going to happen and how it's all going to resolve itself in 7 chapters? But yeah, let's get reading and start this day off, and I will get back to you when I have an update. Okay, hopefully the light here isn't too bad. I have made my morning coffee, which I am very quickly not being able to do without, which is probably not a good thing. So let's get to reading. I have about 20 minutes until Liz arrives, so let's see if I can get through it. I should be able to. They're not very long chapters. Okay, finished chapter 17. Not a huge amount happened. I think they are going way too fast now, and where I kind of liked it at the beginning, now it's just like, we're already in love. So that's a little disappointing that it's jumped that far. I guess they are teenagers, but yeah. So that's chapter 17 done. Like we said, we've only got 7 chapters to go. So it'll be interesting to see how it ends. I don't know that I would ever read this again, but it has been quite cute while I have been reading it. Happy that I have done that for today. And now I'm just really looking forward to getting on with the rest of my day. So hopefully you're going to have a good one, and I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, it is the 18th. We are getting so close to Christmas. It is insane. I did not get half of the things that I wanted to do done yesterday. However, we did book our tickets. So super excited about that, and I can't wait. Not long to wait because it's in the first half of the year. So I'll have to do a fair bit of pre-filming in the hopes that I can have some stuff still coming up while I'm away, but that's an after Christmas problem. We have a little bit of time right now. It's going to be another super hot day here, so we're getting up to at least 36 today, so my aircon is already on to try and keep the house at a decent temperature. I do have work, so hopefully the aircon there does not fail, because these kind of heat days you do not want to not have aircon. Alrighty. Oh, I thought that was gonna fall in. Day 18, very interesting wrapping paper. I really do feel like the wrapping paper on these is more birthday wrapping paper. I did like the book we got yesterday. So hopefully we have another winner. Can I get into this? Yes. Alright. What do we have? Is it upside down? No. Awesome. Oh, Immortal by Sue Lynn Tan. I think, have another Sue Lynn Tan, and I have seen a bit about this one on YouTube, which is great. So super interested in this. I don't own this one, which is great. It says, a deadly betrayal. When Leanne ascends the throne of Tanzia, she vows to end her kingdom's obligation to the fickle immortals who once protected them. a dangerous alliance. She must learn their secrets to protect her people. But to do this, she will have to forgo the tenuous alliance with one she should fear and mistrust the most, the ruthless god of war. A fight for survival. A treacherous attraction ignites, but dark forces are closing in, and to save her people from the unspeakable fate, Leanne must risk everything, even her heart. I think that one sounds really intriguing. I'm pretty happy with that pick. Cool. I think they are, hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, getting a bit more fantasy as we get towards the end. So look after that one. Let's open our 18th day. Oh, and I just realized I probably never explained the little bee. So this little bee here was my Murphy's favorite toy. So I just like having it sitting there because it feels like he's still around. And you know, I think I got that perfect today. I didn't rip it. I think I even got in the middle. Oh, one off. So close. Wait, I'm not going to be able to get this one perfectly now. Yes, I think I've got it figured out. I kind of have to close the book to keep some weight on it. Alrighty, we are starting today, which I won't be able to read this morning, on 277, and we will finish the chapter on 288. So, looking forward to reading that when I get home. Hopefully I survive this heat. It is Thursday, so there is late night shopping tonight. I might pop out and do a little bit of looking around. I've got a couple of little presents that I've got to buy for, and I didn't manage to do that yesterday. So it's either late night shopping or the weekend now. So we'll see how we go. If I'm too tired after work with this heat, I will probably just come straight home, in all honesty. Looking forward to reading that this afternoon, and we'll see you a bit later. It is about 7:30 on Thursday night. I have got home from work, I had my dinner, and I am ready to read my chapter of A Heart for Christmas. I didn't have a video come out today, which I am very annoyed at myself about, so I actually have to go and finish editing the video that should have been out today, which would have been the last 4 days of our countdown to Christmas. I really want that to come out soon. So that's going to be what I do after we read this chapter. So I want to get a bit of a reel on because I do not want to be up till midnight doing that. But we'll see how I go. I ended up getting waylaid completely yesterday, so it definitely didn't happen. But I just thought I would share with you a book that I just picked up today. I went to the post office to grab it because I knew that it had arrived, and because I've been having a bit of issues with the pre-orders that I've gotten in from EW being damaged, I originally put it aside and I was like, it'll be fine, I don't need to check it, but I couldn't, so I have opened it. And I'm very glad that I did now, because the one that was in this package originally was damaged. And I'd been over to the shop after work and I'd seen that they had a couple just sitting on the shelves. Like, I can't order, when I order them, I can't have them to be picked up from the shop. They've got to come by the mail, which is fine, but it does mean that I don't, like, obviously get to see them. And so the one that I got was damaged. Because I had literally just been over to the shop like 5 minutes before I opened it, I wrapped it back up in the package and took it over and had a look at the two that they had on the shelf and managed to swap it over for one that was in much better condition. So I'll show you what book it is and what damage it had originally, but I'm so glad I did. Now, I think I'm umming and ahhing, I'm in two minds, because these books, the platform on Big W's website is a lot easier to do pre-orders on than a lot of the bookshops, but it is a lot harder to, I think, change over if they're damaged. Whereas maybe I should be also, and I do want to support the bookshops, but price-wise as well, these are a lot more cost-effective through Big W than they are, say, from Qwordy or Dimmicks or yeah, that kind of stuff. So I do need to think about it going forward, but when you're on a limited amount of money and you want to get as many as you can, BW is easy, convenient, and generally before the last couple have been really good. So anyway, let's have a look. So I did get today Briar Boland's On Wings of Blood with these very pretty sprayed edges. So you get red on top and red down the bottom. And this one is in really good condition, so I'm super happy with that. But when I opened it, and it looked fine for the most part, but I opened the back cover and this was white. And I'm like, okay, that's a bit weird to have a special edition. And then I looked in the front and it was this. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that that back was meant to. And once I had a proper look, I realized what had happened is the page had been stuck down for some reason, and you could see that it had kind of ripped underneath. So I'm very glad that they were willing to swap it over for me, and lucky that I had actually checked. So I think from now on, I might end up opening these beforehand and then just showing you all what they are. So this is the naked hardcover with the foiling and then the black. So I just really like these sprayed edges. I haven't read this series yet. I actually want to read the series that comes before this one first, which I do have a copy of from the library at the moment. So that is my goal for now. For those of you that don't know what this one is about, I'll quickly just read you the synopsis. And it says, I didn't sign up for this. A half fae in a school of high blood vampires. That's the recipe for disaster. I'm Medra Pendragon, last of the Dragon Riders, or so they tell me. Funny thing is, there are no dragons left. But that hasn't stopped the vampires from deciding I'm worth capturing. Now I'm stuck at Bloodwing Academy, where the High Bloods run everything and the Blightborn are just blood in their veins, pawns in their games. But the worst part, Blake Darkharrow, he's been tormenting me since the moment we met. And now, thanks to some ancient ritual, we're betrothed. He acts like he owns me, but I'm not going down without a fight. Bloodwing isn't just a school, it's a battlefield. And if you're weak, you're dead. Between deadly competitions and a dragon-shaped secret looming over my head, all I have to do is survive. Except I'm starting to think that the real danger is what I'm becoming in this twisted game of power. And Blake might just be the one who pushes me over the edge. They think they can control me. They think they can use me. But they have no idea what they've awakened. It sounds really good. I am really looking forward to giving these ones a go, and I am glad that my local Big W store did swap this over for me and I managed to get a nicer edition, because I would have been really disappointed. I spent a fair bit of money getting these to keep on my shelves, and I just like to have ones that aren't ruined. I think from going forward, I'll just be unboxing these as they come in, and then maybe just showing you them in like an ins and outs kind of thing at the end of the month, possibly, if they don't appear in a vlog as well. That might happen. So that's that. Let's get to reading so I can get to editing, and I'll tell you what I think in a bit. Chapter 18 done. I think that not only are April's parents struggling with the fact that she obviously has had a heart transplant, they're struggling with the fact that she's not a child anymore. She's 18, nearly 19. She's considered an adult. Yes, in saying that, she still needs to act a little more adult-like and tell people where she's going, that kind of stuff. But the level of blow up was a little insane in that one, but it also has ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger. They have gone skiing and had an incident, and I think she's struggling and is going to think something's wrong with her heart. So hopefully that's not the case. We obviously don't have very many chapters left now at all, so it will be interesting to see what happens. I also, just before I turned on the vlog to read, was watching a little bit of YouTube while I ate my dinner, and Kayla from Books and Lala has announced her buzzword challenge for 2026, which is super exciting. So I did do buzzword for the first time this year and just did the title challenge, but I think next year I might try both. She's got a title challenge and a cover challenge. We'll see how we go, and I might try and put a few more updates up on my Instagram and that kind of stuff, but super excited. So if you haven't checked that out, I will link that down below as well. And keep watching, because hopefully I'll have some more content to do with not only buzzword challenge in the future, but some other challenges as well. Hopefully you have all had a great day. We are only, of course, halfway through this vlog, so I'll see you in the morning and we will open our next book and open our next chapter and do a bit more reading. Hello, I have just got home from work. I was generally on Friday nights, I go to my sister's for dinner. That's been cancelled tonight, which is more than okay. But I also didn't have time to do the book and read my chapter this morning before I went to work. So probably has all worked out for the best. We are so close to Christmas now. Things are getting busy, people are getting together, and so it's fine. Does mean I need to figure out what I want for dinner though, which I have no clue what I want to eat. So that I'll have to come up with something in a minute. Let's open the book first. It does also give me a chance. I am so close to finishing Turns of Fate. I think I have about 60 pages left, maybe, if that. So I would love to finish that tonight and play a bit of Disney. I ended up having to stay up till midnight last night anyway, finishing off my video because it took forever to export and do all that. But it is up, it is out. Hopefully you've watched it and we can continue on. All right, we are up to day 19. So let's see what we got today. I am super excited. I'm gonna go from this side today, I think, and I've turned it upside down because it seems to, for the most part, work out better that way. What have we got? Ooh, this one looks intriguing. A Monsoon Rising by Thea Guanzon. I feel like I've heard of her as an author. Ah, she did the Hurricane Wars. Do we have another sequel? I am very interested to read the Hurricane Wars. Oh, and I think we actually have a damaged book with this one, mark on it, which is, unless, oh no, that is cool. It is not damaged at all. So in this book, as you flick, can you see that? The ship is moving. Is it working? Yeah, I think so. So that is actually really cool. I like that. Let's see if this is the sequel or a standalone, because I'm not entirely sure. It says the Hurricane Wars series and it just has the Hurricane Wars in that list. I do not know if this is the sequel to that one. It is. In fact, all I had to do was read the back, sorry. So we do have another sequel. So I am intrigued to read the Hurricane Wars, but again, I haven't read the Hurricane Wars and they've included a sequel. So I can't read you the back of this one. Yeah, like, come on, up game. So though I am intrigued, I will probably keep this one because I do plan on reading the Hurricane Wars. That is disappointing. And I just realized this whole time my book wasn't up because I didn't put it back ready after I finished this last night. So let's open chapter 19 of the book, and I'm going to actually, I think, close it over more because I think that helped last time. Did I get in the middle? I think I made a pretty good attempt that time. I didn't end up with root pages, but there is that. Okay, so we're starting at 293 and we will be reading today to page 304. I feel like we're so close to the end. There we go. Another sequel, another chapter. It is still a lot of fun. It's slightly disappointing that they keep putting in sequels. I'll give it the chapter a read and we'll come back. Plans for this weekend, obviously we need to finish this vlog and start our next one. So we'll be finishing the vlog tomorrow and starting our next one on Sunday, sorry. And then I have to do a little bit of Christmas shopping this weekend. And I have to go get one of my Christmas nails fixed. Thankfully, my awesome nail lady couldn't fit me in because it started cracking, which is so unlike my nails. But hopefully we can fix that up before it becomes a huge issue. Really glad that she was able to fit me in. So I will be getting my nails fixed because I am really loving them this year. And then they have a cream finish on there. But yes, she's super talented and really enjoying my multicolored nails. Anyway, I'm gonna get to reading. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna have for dinner and I'll see you in a bit. Hello, hopefully the light isn't too bad. I'm just sitting in my seat in the lounge. This is my favorite seat, I think, to sit in on my new lounge. But let's get to reading and I'll talk to you when I'm finished. That chapter and I am going to, I think, very much dislike the end of this book. I am finding the behavior of both the parents and April really frustrating and ridiculous. I just think that, yes, they're terrified. I know that she had a heart transplant, all of that stuff, but it's silly. The overreaction, she's 19 for frig's sakes. She's an adult. They need to stop treating her like a 10-year-old. And she's going along with it and making decisions out of fear, which again is understandable, but she already had made the decision that that was no way to live her life and now is possibly going back on that. That just really annoys me. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm gonna finish my other book and see what tomorrow brings. So hopefully you all have a good night. I'm gonna play a bit of Disney and I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye. Good morning. It is the 20th of December. We've only got 4 sleeps for Christmas. It is so much fun. I do need to probably go out today and do some Christmas shopping, tidy up a few little things, figure out exactly what I need to get vegetable wise for Christmas Day. Christmas Day is going to be here. but we're not eating until like later on at night. So a few things left organized for that. The 20th is one of my childhood friends' birthdays. So Belinda, she is probably not watching. If she is, happy birthday. And I zone in on the 20th knowing that it was her birthday. And that for her, Christmas doesn't really start, I don't think, until after her birthday, like the whole preparation thing. And it must be so hard for people whose birthdays are so close to Christmas, because it would get joint all the time, I think. So anything around a big holiday, I think, would always be difficult. But I hope she is having an awesome day. And if it is your birthday today as well, happy birthday. And I hope you're having an awesome day as well. I've been sitting down this morning. I've just made coffee. I am so close to finishing Turns of Fate. I think I've got like less than 20 pages left. So I'm going to be finishing this up this morning, which is exciting. This was my November new release for Herked, or the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do. I'm glad that I am managing to tick this one off. Plus, it's from one of my favorite authors, or generally my favorite author. I haven't enjoyed this one as much. I think I'm going to be giving it probably about a 3.5. It's good, it's just a little repetitive in places. And I'm not liking the urban fantasy as much as just a full fantasy world, like her Black Jaws trilogy, or series in the end. It was originally a trilogy. But yeah, still fun and an interesting world and an interesting idea. The other book that I am nearly finished, which I don't think I ever told anyone that I was even reading, is the second in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. So I've been listening to that one on audio, and that is Carl's Doomsday Scenario. And it's been a lot of fun. Like the first one, I'm really enjoying my time. It is laugh out loud, funny, sniggery in parts. It's high action, and Princess Donut, she's just so good. I love her so much. I'm really looking forward to getting through more of that series. So we'll probably jump straight into the next one when I finish that one. They're my plans for the day. I'm also going to do a bit of editing, hopefully, and we'll see how well I get through all of that. But super intrigued to open our last book. So we have another gold one. Again, we've got another paperback. Hope, like every other time, that we do not have another sequel. Have we ever been successful a lot of the time? Not really. Let's see what we've got. We have Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Mass. And I do think this might actually be the first one. Woohoo! It says on the back, the Villains of Lore Series 1. So awesome. I have heard a fair bit about this book. I haven't picked it up, so that is great. I really like the cover of this. It's so pretty with the gold and the plant. Yeah, that's cute. All right, let's see what this one's about. Step into the Colosseum at the Spartan War Academy. Where monsters are made, immortality is won, and even a god can die. Do you have what it takes to become a god? Alexis Hurt isn't a hero, and she certainly isn't a god. She's a survivor. But when a test grants her admission to the Spartan War Academy, Alexis will have to do more than survive to graduate. While unyielding gladiators Achilles and Patro hone her into a warrior, her professors, the two brooding heirs to the underworld, haunt her steps and her thoughts. Because where there are gods, there are bound to be monsters, and there is more than one hunting Alexis. That actually sounds really good. I don't know why I haven't picked this up already. And I do know that there is already the next one out, if not the third one by now. I could be wrong. So I'm actually really intrigued to get into this one. It does have a content warning in the front, which is always impressive. It just gives you that option to know what you're getting into going into it. I am really eager to actually add this one into my TBR. So very happy with our last pick for this vlog. Let's have a look at how many pages we are reading today. So of course we are opening chapter 20. And I'll probably read these this morning, and then hopefully I can start editing this vlog. Technically, I could probably start editing before I get to the end. It might have made my life a little bit easier. I think I actually got the middle today. Oh no, I missed a page. Always when I think I've done it, there's one missing. Okay, I think it was just that one. So we're going to be starting on page 309. So it looks like some more text messaging. And reading to page 321. If you haven't already, grab a drink, sit down, relax, hopefully, for a little bit at least today. Try not to let the stress of Christmas do you in before you get to the fun stuff. I will see you in a little bit anyway, and we'll wrap up the vlog, go through the 4 books that we did pick up, and my thoughts on this next chapter. But I'll see you in a little bit. Thinking about it, I think I'm actually going to read my chapter before I finish my other book, just so that I can maybe jump to a good ending over a more frustrating chapter, but we will see. So I'm going to read this first. Is done. I don't know that the writing in this is overly great. Like I said, I've said through this whole thing, it's just an easy read, a sweet story, and I think it would be hard. Like, I know you write in chapters anyway generally, but I think it'd be hard doing a story that perfectly fit into just 24 chapters. And then having them end on good points and start on good points and not have it feel super disjointed. And for the most part, I think that she has managed to do that. I think that closer to the end though, we're getting just more choppy and bitsy, and the dialogue isn't as good, and the explosions of temper and all their interactions just aren't meshing as well as they were probably at the beginning. Their reactions to things are just so over the top and blown up. And I hate it when people say it's very teen, but it is very teen. It's still easy to read. It's not that. It's just, I don't know if I'm too cynical or am being too judgmental about it. I'm finding their discussions frustrating. It's gonna have a happy ending. It can't not. Like, it's a Christmas book, I think. I don't know that you could have a Christmas book that doesn't have a happy ending, could you? I hope not. Anyway, that's me done for today. Hopefully I can get some other stuff done. I might end up starting with editing and see how I go, and possibly pick some stuff up on my in-between appointments, but we will see. Right now though, I am finishing this book and gonna go and mark another one off my list. Let's go over the books that we did get this time. So we started the vlog off with The Prince Without Sorrow. This is the first in a series, at least, so there is that. I already own a copy of this. I have a special edition version that came out, but I am looking forward to getting to this one at one stage. So overall, I think this is a very good pick for this box. We then had Immortal. I have other books from this author, I think, that I have got in my maybe Fairy Loot or one of my subscription boxes anyway. So I am intrigued by this one. I think it sounds good. Again, another good pick. We're at the beginning of a series or a standalone. I don't even know if this is a series. So happy with that one. We then got A Monsoon Rising. This is a sequel. I would have probably preferred that they had popped in The Hurricane Wars, which is the first book in this series, just so that I could have actually started it. Overall, this is a good fantasy book, probably. It's just the fact that it's a sequel. But I do like that little ship icon that they have going through that. So hopefully when I read The Hurricane Wars, I will enjoy it and get this one. And then obviously today we have Blood of Hercules, which is the first in the Villains of Law series. So a great pick. Sounds awesome. Can't wait to get to this one. There are 4 books overall. Have you read any of these? Which one should I prioritize? I'm loving the colours. I just really love the covers and colours of a lot of the books that we get. We obviously only have 1 more vlog to go and 4 more books to open. So they are looking all super intriguing. Some smaller than others. One fairly chunky one to come for day 23. So that will be interesting. I am planning at this stage to have the last vlog come out on Christmas Eve, and we'll see how we go. I do have someone coming out to look at my internet on that day. Fingers crossed for all of us that I can, 1, get better internet, and 2, still manage to get everything I need done. I hope that you're having a great lead up till Christmas, that your countdowns are going well, that your advent calendars are bringing you a lot of fun if you are doing one. And let me know all the stuff that you're looking forward to for Christmas down below. If you aren't feeling very chatty, maybe leave me a star emoji for all the fun twinkling lights on my tree. Or a set of lights, if there is a set of lights. I don't know if there is. Hopefully you're having a great day and your Christmas shopping is going well and you are finding everything that you need. Thank you for spending the last 4 days with me. It's been lots of fun. If you haven't already, please think about subscribing. It would mean the world to me. And I have also linked down below my Goodreads, my Storygraph, and my Instagram if you'd like to come over and follow me over on any of those. I hope that you're having a wonderful day and a wonderful lead up to Christmas, and we'll see you next time. Bye.